secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're going to talk about how to make a slashing point forward build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, is like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put you a notification game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so left or right hand, it doesn't really matter what hand you pick. We're gonna go 6'6" with this, 200 pounds with a max wingspan, okay? We all know how good 6'6" builds are. It's pretty much kind of like the, best attribute base that you can get out of a build. So that's why a lot of people go 6'6", okay? Then what we're gonna do down here is this. We're gonna go with our speed. We're going 86 with our speed, okay? This is be able to get the speed booster and hyperdrive on gold. And then of course, we're going 83 on the acceleration. This is going to be able to get our blow bys on gold, right? Now, we can't leave the strength out. We are gonna go 63 on the strength. This will give us fearless finisher and physical handles on silver. And then we gotta go 82 on the vert to be able to get the 2-foot elite contact dunk animations. And then we're gonna go 96 on the stamina for our gold handle for days. But as you can tell, we kind of went all out right here. I know some people will go 73, don't really worry about the blow bys. I did went 83, okay? But we can talk about some adjustments you can make once we get the build completed. We do want to go this time to 85. We're going 85 here because I do want to get that Devin Booker layup package. So I went 85 here. But the cool thing is by going 85, you see how your Giant Slayer now becomes Hall of Fame, and then you do get that silver whistle. But you also see that you get the fearless finisher and slithery all on silver, along with acrobat, aerial wizard, bunny, float game on gold. Now we're gonna go crazy up here and go 94 on that driving dunk. The 94 driving dunk, it opens up some things. Now you get slithery on Hall of Fame. You got posterizer now on gold, precision dunker on gold, aerial wizard on gold also, all right? Then you get the spin cycle and two-step all on Hall of Fame. So again, really good. And then of course, we got to get that 45 standing dunk, as we know how good standing dunks are this year. So it makes sense to take advantage of that by getting the basic standing dunk animations. But one little wrinkle, as you see here, I usually go 80. This time I went 85 to be able to get the Devin Booker layup package. But again, you can make the adjustments as you want. Obviously, I'm not sitting here trying to cookie cut you, man. Like, I just want to give you the template and then you can work from there, okay? 3-point shot, 77. That's just as high as you can go. But if I have my high flyer build that I play with all the time, and that's just a 77. I just recommend putting on JT Thor base and whatever releases you like. You can look at my jump shot videos if you want to, but regardless, 77 is not a bad thing to have. Just make sure you get your lethal zones, have your hot zones and then your lethal zones, and you'll be really good, okay? Trust me, it goes a long way by just getting those hot and lethal zones. And then of course, if you should have your lethal zones at the 3-point line, you'll be shooting at a very high rate, okay? Then we're gonna go 75 on the mid-range. I was trying to find a way to get to 76, just couldn't find a way. So I just want to put that out there. But if you can, again, get that 76 if you can, that will give you the Green Machine and Space Creator on silver. But once again, it's just all about preference here, trying to figure out which is more viable to you, so just keep that in mind. You do have to go minimum 87, okay? So if you go 86, you won't get the name. So you do have to be at least an 87 on the pass accuracy, but from there, if you want to go higher or lower, it's up to you. I just stopped at 87 because I know there was so much that I had to squeeze out in this build, so I stopped there. Now, on my ball handle, I am going to go to 93, okay? So that 93 will give you the Ankle Breaker Hall of Fame. I think a lot of people sleep on that, but by just going from getting that Hall of Fame Ankle Breaker, especially if you use like Jamal Murray behind the back, you're going to get a lot of stun animations. So all you got to do is listen for the crowd. You hear the stun animations, just go ahead. So when you hear it, just go ahead and shoot, right? Because it definitely is a really good badge, but I think a lot of people just don't utilize it the right way. because it's not like the old 2Ks where if you break somebody's ankle, they fall on the ground, that type of deal. So just keep that in mind. But you also get handles for days, killer combos, and untouchable on gold, along with physical handles on silver, okay? Now with our speed with ball, we're going 83 with that speed with ball, like we spoke on. For one, you get Devin Booker, dribble style, so that's really good. Excuse me. But again, you also get the hyperdrive, speed booster, blow-bys, and the triple strike. Triple strike is the same thing. It's a stun animation. So you work out a triple threat, do a couple jab steps, see where you actually end up at with your stun animation. Listen for the crowd, pull up for that jumper if you need to. If not, again, you can just go drive right by them, okay? So there's a lot of things out here that I like. Defensively, I just went 58 on the perimeter, and again, this will give you the off-ball pest on bronze, okay? So I know a lot of you, if you need a build that has defense, by all means, this ain't for you, right? If you have teammates and stuff, and you want to be the primary ball handler, and you want to be a slashing point forward, then this is going to be for you. It's going to be really fun to be able to have something like this, all right? You're just not going to see a lot of people with a build name like this and also a build like this. Now, if you're looking for defense, there's a lot of things that you will have to adjust. You will have to take down your acceleration, drop that down to a 73, and just stick with, instead of gold, you're just gonna have to get silver blow-bys and that type of deal, okay? I do still recommend keeping speed booster and hyperdrive, right? But you can drop this down to a 73, right? Drop your ball handle down to a 92, okay? Get your speed with ball, drop it down to a 75. Really, that's probably the only thing, the best way to do now I think about it. Just drop your ball handle down to a 75, okay? Get your speed to an 81 and then go 73 here. So instead of having gold blow-bys and speed boost and all that, you'll just get silver. But what that would do is it will give you more than enough to try to get, you know, your perimeter defense up and your steal. Also, I'll drop my driving layup down to an 80, okay? And then of course drop this down to a 60. So by doing all that, you'll be able to get somewhere in the ballpark of trying to be able to get a decent build with defense. I can see real quick and see what it does, but let's just see what this does, because I know it's going to be a pretty decent amount left over. All right, so there you go. Now you got 85, and then yeah, there you go. See, now you can get the 85 perimeter defense and maybe like a 60 still. Nope, you can't even do that, so you still have to make some adjustments, but regardless, this will give you some defense, okay? So that's what you want to do. That's what you need to do right there. But me, I'm the type of person, I don't really care much about my defense. I know that the game is already built in such a way that defense is not something that is necessarily has to be the primary thing on your build, all right? So just keep that in mind, man. It's all about how this game operates. Oops, let me drop this down to 32. And then let me see here. There we go. All right. So anywho, it's up to you. I have a team. I run with teammates all the time. I run with people, so I can literally be the primary ball handler, have a lockdown, and have a swing on my team with me. And again, we rock out. You know, same thing for rec and that type of deal. Hell, I don't even gonna lie. I'll still go on a random rec with this damn thing. I don't care, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have enough defense enough. This 58 is now off ball pest and bronze is enough to have you cooking with grease, all right? But again, it's all about preference, all right? But then here you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is the slashing point forward build. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the build. What would you change differently? But in my humble opinion, I feel like it's a very rare name that you just don't see. I haven't seen a slashing point forward in the park or anywhere, so it'd be good to see a couple of these out there. If you do have this, let me know in the comment section too. It'll be nice to see you know, what the build looked like, you know, what you got working with. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon with the banger, man. And you know, when I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.